Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. 20! And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big stroke like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
These two teams met in Kansas City earlier this season with the Chiefs winning that ball game. So if they can win again here in KC, they would pull off the season sweep.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On third down, it's Spiller. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Hardman on the return.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open?
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Long developing route there on the post corner, but it was worth the wait.
It certainly was. I love the way you described it, because you do have to sell the post. Usually a couple of steps towards the middle of the field in order to get the defender to turn his hips. And then he breaks off towards the corner, and off he goes. Well executed.
What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. Touchdown! Keenan Allen. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have cut it back within a score. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And this one caught by Travis Kelce. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelce. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers 41.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a Chiefs first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. A pass complete downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On the screen, complete to Spiller. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. From just shy of midfield, Herbert. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. He's got room at the 30, and he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 39 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To the air again, Herbert. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. So it's 3rd and goal now. This is where the KC crowd can make it very tough. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here. They'll run for it with Robinson.
Robinson. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. James Robinson with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point good by Hopkins. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
On first down, it's Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's got it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Mahomes going to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Now Mahomes. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
43!
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will be out of bounds at the run here, the 12-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Herbert. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. George Karlaftis make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Here's Hardman to return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. They'll run it here with Huntley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick, and the Chiefs are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, it might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Charger drive about to get going. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Pressure comes, and down he goes. George Karlaftis able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first down, Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10.
Going across the middle, and Valdez-Scantling has it. And the Chiefs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
He'll try again.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here.
He's got a man, complete.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Herbert now.
He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Justin Herbert
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Chargers get a bit closer.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On play action, it's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Hey, 57, 57. Hey, 57, 57. You gotta go.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. Open man downfield. That's Smith-Schuster. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big pickup of 38.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Yellow.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got it. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chiefs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed, and the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with the score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
He's got some space here.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Calling a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try to finish off the game.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Now, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
A 15-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs have 11-0 in their sights as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Herbert. And this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
This offense on third down today, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's going to be complete to his tight end Everett. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. Herbert throwing again. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Returnable for Spencer. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even 1 score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert drops it underneath to Spiller, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Complete yet again to Spiller. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his rookie.
And he's going to be
sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Herbert. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. A higher-scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd like